Good morning, everyone. It's Eric with His&Hers, HHQ. This is probably going to be a pretty quick video. Just an update on the MPC 1972 Chevrolet Racers Wedge pickup turned into a Halloween-themed build. I have gotten some progress done. I've got the inner wheel wells done. Finally, I'm probably not going to clean those up. I mean, they don't need to match because, well, there's going to be something over them and you will never see them again. So, I've also got this attached. I used this as a bracer, kind of a connector between the two, help strengthen it. And I mean, you know, it's pretty solid there. And I've got it actually pretty well. It's kind of hard to tell here. I've got it pretty well leveled out. So that's all pretty good. I'm going to get the internal structural bracing in on the bed and start getting the foam core cut and ready to be used. But this is ready for prime. Again, I've obviously got the engine ready to go. It's ready for prime. I had quite a few things going on. In the last video, I showed you the hood, and I had used what was a part of a radiator shroud out of another kit, out of my junk box. And, well, I had decided, just sitting there looking at it, it's one of those things, you'll have to forgive my brain. I kept looking at it going, you know, it looks good, but And so I completely didn't even think about it until yesterday. Or no, I'm sorry. Actually, it was yesterday, yes. So, okay, that would be Thursday. So it's technically, because it is Friday morning for everybody, you know, it's after 1. So it would be yesterday. I was doing some research. No, I'm sorry, this was Wednesday, actually, after the release of the last video. I was doing some research and I was looking up some of the videos on YouTube pertaining to Jack Skellington, and it dawned on me right then, it's like, you know, I can pause this and just go back and forth as a reference. It's a really good, clear picture. So that's what I did. And I changed up the nose on the hood scoop. Now, mind you, I kept the 2 little round bits because those are going to be my reference points for the nostrils. But if you look at Jack Skellington's nose, it actually is pretty pronounced on there, considering he's supposed to be a skeleton. And I'm sitting here working this, and actually the way this turned out, I mean, I could probably do a little bit more to round this out a little better, but I mean, this here is actually a pretty daggum good looking scoop, considering it's reversed. I was playing with the milliput earlier, and I didn't get to doing anything for the nose because I want you to understand, I'm working with milliput. This is only my second time ever doing it, and it's one of those things, a trial and error thing, so bear with me. What I don't get with the milliput, I can get with the Tamiya putty and really kind of clean things out. I started on the cab with the milliput and really forming the face. So here we go. Now, as I said, I got rid of those bits there of the what was left of the cab to give it more of a skull-ish look. With quite a bit of sanding, obviously, I'm going to clean things up. I just put putty here to start smoothing things out a little bit. But again, it's one of those things, it's trial and error. My second time working with this stuff. I found that after about 30 minutes, 20-30 minutes of forming this stuff and getting it all up on my fingers and getting it in place, it started to firm up a little bit, like 20-30 minutes. That's when it became more pliable and easier to work with using my little silly tool here. I am kicking myself in the butt because I have seen plenty of people work with milliput, but they have like those, what are they, silicone brushes. I really have got to order me a batch of those. But, so yeah, it's going to be a little bit of work getting this bit smoothed out. Once I get to this part here, I'll get this cleaned up and make sure it's smoothed out. I'll bring the, actually bring milliput down further this way. And what I'm going to do, and it just makes sense, especially for me. I'm going to clip out the support here for the wing window, and I won't worry about getting putty anywhere up in the seams or anything here, because I'm going to treat this like the half door, much like I did the 29 Ford. I'm going to treat it like the half door. Then, of course, obviously you can see I used the rotary tool, which was really abrasive, and got rid of all the detail. I'm going to scribe out the doors a little bit extra, a little bit more. And then I'll work on whatever detail, putty, or anything like that that I'm going to be doing and get it cleaned up. But yeah, the cab is really, honestly, I think it's coming along pretty well, considering this is the biggest challenge I've ever done. So when you look at it head on, you get more of that skull look. Again, I have to get the milliput on there and form the nostrils better. And then once I have that situated, I'll get the the little bits here and there filled in, and get the mouth formed. But honestly, I think that's actually coming along pretty nicely. More skullish than Jack Skellington right now, but I think this is going to work out. I might try to round off these instead of being so angry. I might try to round those off a little bit and go from there. But honestly, that is really coming along, I think. Again, it's just one of those, it's a family thing, it's a Halloween themed build, and it is Tim Burton. He puts out some great stuff, but it's not perfect. A lot of his claymation, stop motion animation is, well, it's, as a matter of fact, I redid the wire armature for Jack Skellingto, and I'm working on doing its hands. As you can see here, of course, all of that will be fixed and covered up with the Sculpey. But Jack Skellingto has some uber long, pencil thin legs. So, oh, and some arms, but he's got this really thin torso. So what I'm looking at here, the arms, I just needed shoulders, see where I was at here. The shoulders will probably be trimmed down just a little bit more, and I'll straighten out the arms and then bring the shoulder down a little bit better so the shoulders aren't as broad. But yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be more Jack Skellingto than my original armature, which is fine because my original armature can be Sally. Because, well, Jack is that much taller. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Still working on the Jack and Sally. I'm hoping to have some clay on them and have them baked by Sunday, Monday-ish. And hopefully I'll have the rest of the cab formed out, the hood especially, have the roughness cleaned up on the sides. And hopefully that and the engine will be primed. So we're talking Wednesday's video. There should be an apparent monumental step forward in the right direction. Now, I want you all to stay tuned, or I would like you all to stay tuned. This here is Friday's video. Sunday's video is going to be an update on the Pride of Your Country buddy build between myself and Mark over at Blue Streak Customs. So be sure you look out for that. That one's going to be fun. I've got quite a bit more work done, engine, transmission, and whatnot. I'm working on planning out sometime between today and Sunday. Actually going to lay out the framework for the flatbed. And either the framework will be done or at least the pieces will be cut and ready to go and ready to show for Sunday. So, that's what I'm hoping for. So, yeah, I've got quite a bit going on there. And, of course, we're trucking along on this. And this here is going to be, by Wednesday, you will have primer on some things. Hopefully, everything will have primer. But, yeah, so this is moving along. Again, I am totally digging how this scoop turned out. And I may do something like that on a future build just for the sake of it. And if you've made it this far, congratulations. Because real quick, I have to show you Stash Had. My dad went to a thrift store of some kind 30 miles from here in a smaller town, small-ish town called Lebanon, Missouri. And while he was in there, he picked up a couple of things, a couple of kits, with the express purpose of bringing them to me. And so it was an absolute surprise. So I'm going to show these. First up, obviously, you've all seen this one 100 times before, but I was looking to get a hold of this one because I love the classic Bronco. And if it's right, I may try to recreate the Bronco Keanu Reeves drove in Speed. If it's the right vehicle. Try to recreate it. It's not a guarantee. I love Broncos. Sorry. I love Broncos. I love the bigger ones. The 70s, 80s. I love the bigger Broncos. But these little ones here, the first iteration of the Broncos are actually, they hold a special place in my heart. I'm looking forward to getting a hold of that AMT, the Big Boss or Big Hoss, whatever it is, that 70s Bronco. I want to get a hold of that one too. And finally, 1956 Ford Thunderbird AMT Ertl American Graffiti. That was such a great movie. And this is, chasing down the blonde driving daddy's Ford Thunderbird kind of thing. Well, she was definitely having fun until daddy took the T-Bird away. Anyway, so those are 2 additions to my stash. And eventually I'll get to them. Well, you've made it this far. I'm Eric with His&Hers HHQ. If you haven't yet, head on over to Facebook and follow us at His&Hers Hobby Headquarters. And as always, take a moment, like, subscribe, share the content, share the love of scale model building. It's a very rewarding and uplifting hobby, and it's just something that really, can help you push your bounds if you mess up or something's not right. Oh well, you've learned something and you can do better the next time. This is a great hobby. Share the word. Share the love. And as always, take a moment, comment below. It may be 5 minutes. It may be 5 days. But I will get back with you. I will, do my best to be as interactive as possible. I enjoy the comments. I enjoy the words of encouragement. And I thank you all. This is a phenomenal community, and I am honored to be a part of it. So again, thank you all. Thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you to the old subscribers. Thank all of you. I'm Eric. Have a good day.